Hey, what's going on, Twisters? So today we've got a matchup between the 1-3 Buffalo Sabres. They'll be taking on the 2-1 New York Islanders, who actually played the Devils last night. So will they be a little bit fatigued here? Can the Sabres break through at home and actually build some momentum here? Well, we're about to find out. I'll be calling the play-by-play audio for that. It's currently 7 Eastern, so we got to wait about 12 minutes or so until we actually get to puck drop. But no matter which team you cheer for, Sabres, Islanders, or any other team in the NHL, I'm happy to have you here because we do this for all 32 teams. So welcome aboard and stick around. We're going to have ourselves a fun stream. I actually do have some trivia lined up at intermission. So first intermission, we can do some trivia. It's all related to the Sabres and the Islanders. And of course, with the Sabres being the home team here, I'm rocking the classic, right? The classic, the goat head, the original. This absolute thing of beauty here. And Cortana here actually likes the Islanders. So this is kind of her team, at least her Eastern Conference team. And throughout the game, especially when they score, but on both sides, we'll be giving her gold treats, of course. So she's already dialed in. Dean, hey, man. And we got the Ethans. It's so crazy. It's like our two regular Ethans are both Islanders fans. I love it. Thanks for jumping in, guys. Hey, no worries if you got other stuff to take care of, because we will be live for about 3 hours here, but I'm happy to have you here for as long as you can be. And I personally would like to see the Sabres get back in the win column here. Tage Thompson so far, just 1 goal and no assists. So I'll give you an idea on who's leading the scoring right now. Rails, how you doing? How you doing? So far, right? Oh wait, whoops. Oh yeah. So leading point scorer for the Sabres right now is Rasmus Dahlin. He's got 4 assists. You got JJ Peterka with the lead in goals with 2, whopping 2 goals. And with our goaltender here, Devin Levi has played all 4 games. I'm not sure if he's playing tonight, but not the best numbers, not terrible just yet. An .890 save percentage, a 3.26 goals against average, and the goal saved above average, or goal save, is at -2. Dystros, what's up? I'm on a phone. All right, cool. That's cool. Hey, who knows? Maybe you can check out our trivia at first intermission. We'll do some Sabres and Islanders trivia. And for the Islanders, they lost against the Devils last night. I think the Devils, it hasn't been the easiest start to their season, but they finally got to fill the net and do so against a division rival. And the Islanders fell 5-4 in overtime. So far in their 3 games, the leading scorer is Brock Nelson with 3 goals and 1 assist, but also Kyle Palmieri has a goal and 3 assists. And then JG Pageau and Anders Lee, so far only just 1 combined assist. So maybe they need to get things going today against the Sabres defense. So, and in net so far, Sorokin has played all 3 games. I would assume Varlamov's going to get the start tonight, but Sorokin looking pretty Sorokin-Lee with a 2.32 goals against average and a .914 save percentage. So let me know your thoughts here, guys. What's your score prediction for tonight? I'll say I think the Sabres are going to break through, not a ton, because the Islanders, of course, excellent goaltending from both of their netminders. Defense is still pretty strong, but I think the Sabres can actually break through. I could see the Islanders being a little bit tired on a back-to-back. So I'm going to go 5-2 Buffalo. But who knows? That's why they played these games, right? We've had some other games happening around the NHL. So far today, we got a full slate. Only 2 teams are not playing. The Detroit Red Wings, man, they are off to a 4-1 start, and dude, they're just scoring at will. So goals, they beat the Senators 5-2, and the Senators have been toward the top of the division so far. Canada can have Buffalo. Well, I mean, the Sabres aren't winning a Stanley Cup anyway, right? Ha 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 ha. So for the Sabres, the Red Wings today against the Ottawa Senators, you had goals from Goss Despair, Veleno, David Perron, Larkin, and then once again from Joe Veleno, which by the way means poison in Italian. And the Senators got goals from Duke Sanderson, already his 3rd goal of the year. I've seen some of the defensive plays he makes. He's pretty damn good. And also Ridley Gregg with his first goal of the season in the losing effort for Ottawa. Danelle, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a great weekend. And unfortunately, we don't get a classic, fisherman versus goat head matchup. That would just be the absolute best, wouldn't it? It's amazing to think that at one point that actually happened. And speaking of points, the Arizona Coyotes get 2 more points. What's their record right now? Are they 3-2? I think they're 3-2, or maybe they're even better. The Coyotes improved their record though to 3-2, and their two losses came on back to backs against the Sabres, or excuse me, against the Islanders and the Rangers by 1 goal apiece. So they have been very difficult so far to face. And today, again, in a defensive matchup, they defeated the Anaheim Ducks by a score of 2-1. Goals from Jason Zucker and Clayton Keller. In the losing effort, Frank Vetrano already 4 goals for Anaheim. So good to see him panning out over there. And like I said, there are going to be a ton of games going on simultaneously. So we'll be sure to keep you posted on those contests. Yeah, we got the fishermen in the background. I had to absolutely rock that here. But yeah, the Sabres are the home team, so I'm rocking that too. So I mean, aren't those just two of the absolute best? Yeah, Cortana, she's getting all of her. Wow, she goes from just completely dormant to wide awake. We got the anthem happening right now, so hopefully we can get underway with a puck drop in just a moment here. So there we go. And yeah, do vote in our poll here. The Sabres have a 60-40 edge at the moment. And hopefully we get a good contest tonight. But yeah, do you guys have any score predictions here? Oh, Dystro said 4-3 for the Sabres. Nothing too special. Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we can say about their game so far, right? They have 1 win so far in the year where they were barely able to edge out the Lightning. Does that Sabres jersey have a name and number? It is just a blank. I bought this on eBay from somebody who lived in Japan, but it's a real jersey. It's an old starter, but yeah, this is just a blank. But I like that there's enough going on to where I don't feel like I need a number to complete it. So as much, I like the number kit though for this. Dustin, how's your weekend going so far? Of course, I'm sorry to hear that. Of course, you have to say goodbye to one of your dogs, but she looks like a real sweetheart. Robbie, how you doing, man? Islanders by 2. Okay. Well, they scored some goals last night, but can they keep the puck out of their net against a hungry Sabres team? That's what I think it comes down to, man. Yeah, starter, man. I mean, you know what I don't have though? I probably had something back when I was a kid, but I need to get like a starter jacket. I think I had one for my Supersonics when they were in the NBA. I'm all the players in one. I don't know what that means, but it sounds complimentary, so I will say thank you. Bond 1771, welcome here. We're just getting through the anthem right now, and then we'll have a puck drop from what do they call it? The Queen City. Yeah, Buffalo hosting this game, and they're actually rocking the goat head in this game. The red and black is out there, man. That's awesome. I love seeing that. Uh-huh. Oh, now you can tune in for more live streams. All right. Well, I'm delighted to hear that. And we've been picking interesting sets of teams so far. Ethan had mentioned last weekend during our Predators, or earlier this week during Predators Oilers. He said, "Hey, could you do an Islanders game?" And I said, "Let me look at the calendar." And so I picked this one. So with that being said, we'll probably have to do a Devils stream pretty soon, or a Rangers one. So I'll look into that for the next week or so. I got to see when those two teams play each other, the Rangers and Devils. That'd be fun to be live for that. With the jersey thing, that the jersey. Oh yeah. Now I see what you mean. All right, here we go. We got the face. Apparently, this is the 189th team that these teams have met. Yeah, we're underway from Buffalo with the home team rocking the goat head. No sound. Anybody having sound issues? All right, we're back. All right, cool. All right. All right. Oh, we're already getting a penalty. It's going to be Adam Pollock going to the box for the Islanders for a trip. All right, just 15 seconds in. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, he easily clipped Tyson Jost there. There's no way around that. That's a clear call. So yeah, Sabres power play. I think that they have some good weapons on that team for that. All right. All right, Cortana, take a seat, girl. Oh, shoot. Off the draw, there was a scramble in front of the net there, and Thompson's going to shield this away from a couple defenders, and a touch pass along the blue line intended for Cousins gets out of the zone. Now Darlene, big old fat contract extension for him. What a deal. A shot and an easy glove save there off the stick of Thompson by Varlamov. His first start of the year. Yeah, lots of games today, Bond. I mean, shoot, you don't have to leave your couch for the whole day, basically. All right, off the face-off, it's at the point for Darlene. Now he's got Tage at the circle with time. Oh, Dobson fell. That might nope. Actually, he comes up with a loose puck there and sends it down the length of the ice. All right, so Sabres got to regroup here. All right, Cousins and a nice poke check in the passing lane there by the Isles PK. So this comes all the way down for Comrie. So Eric Comrie making his first start of the year for the Sabres. Levi has started the first 4 games. And yeah, he could probably use a little bit of relief there. So now it's the Owen power play unit with about 40 seconds left in the penalty. Now Middlestat, nice breakout season for him last year. A pass all the way down behind the goal line, read there by Aho, Sebastian Aho. Yes, not the Carolina Hurricanes guy. Power with the puck at the point to the other point, and now back to OP. A one-timer? No. Pulling up there. One-timer now. A shot and a pass save there by Varlamov. Slapped at and cleared. And now 15 seconds left in the penalty. Maybe one more chance here for Middlestat. Good disruption there from 21 in white. That's Kyle Palmieri. Yeah, I'm just checking my notes. And the penalty comes to an end. So 1 or maybe 2 good chances for the Sabres, but they'll come back the other way. Now Greenway into the corner for Okposo. Skinner, or actually, no, it's 23. That's Samuelson. But anyway, Okposo cycling along for Greenway. Disrupted. Still kept in the zone. Dumped high backhand off the corner. And now Dobson flips it all the way down into center ice. Tucks there. The Islanders trying to chip this one deep. Now Darlene at center ice. Flips it over to Tuck. Off the boards. Tuck over a point per game last season. Now Tage. Skating away from Horvat. And also there's Barzell. A backhander off the boards. And turned over back into the neutral zone there for power. Strong Arm, how you doing? Thanks for hopping in here. Oh, Rangers and Devils on November 18th? Oh boy, I don't know what I'll do then. That's actually my birthday. That's a great game to watch though. So maybe I'll do it. I don't know. It's on November 18th. I don't know. Possibly. All right, we got an offside here to the Sabres, but the puck has mostly been in the Islanders zone. All right, now I can update my let's see here. All right, so the first 340 gone by here. We're going to face off in the neutral zone here, and that is controlled by Sabres defense, and that's Eric Johnson, new Buffalo Sabre Eric Johnson, coming from the Colorado Avalanche. Good play there from Sebastian Aho. And now Suzuka's trying to poke it free of Cousins. Matt Martin, a backhander, doesn't quite get through. Get to the point there, a shot, and a good save by Comrie as it covers up the point shot from Samuel Bolduc. He went to the Tampa game against the Canucks. Awesome. I do appreciate a good game at Amalie Arena, having gone about 5 years ago. Don't worry, Cortana. We'll get some goals tonight. Yeah. All right. Here's Peyton Krebs in the faceoff circle, and he wins this one back to the defenseman. Darlene from behind his net and worked into the neutral zone. Drop pass and intercepted there by Paggio. No points on the season yet for JGP. Now pulled up and cleared out here to Paterka. Oh, a nice deke, but that was disrupted by Bolduc. Islanders trying to get it clear here. Now back to Paterka. Shake and bake around Aho. No, not quite. And Paggio's going to hold this from behind his net. Canes have a shot tonight. Wait, who do they got tonight? I know they just played Seattle. Oh yeah, they get the Avalanche, don't they? Boy, I can't trust them right now. Like the defense is looking like garbage. I want to say yeah, but it's been pretty bad so far. Anyway, good zone entry there to Nelson. Check there by Darlene. There's Jake. What's going on, man? Who do the Wild have tonight? Worked very smoothly to Pellick at the circle and a save there by Comrie. Oh, yeah. Uh, oh, yeah. Whenever Kucherov scores a goal, Kuch, they're announcing the goal, right? He had a pair in that game, right? Still an incredible player, dude. Watch the most of the next games. All right, cool. You hop in during intermission, or at least first intermission here. We'll do some. Yes, an old an old Central Division rivalry, right? All right. Well, anyway, this is behind the net for the Sabres. Love down in the neutral zone and worked ahead for Thompson. Page, he shoots and saved by Varlamov, covering up. Missing your Sebastian Aho. But I mean, that can actually look like they did last season. That was their first game, actually. Getting everybody jumping on the score sheet. But yeah, I hope the Canes can kind of shake off the rust here because defense is supposed to be their best attribute. All right, we get a face-off here down in the Islanders zone. Zikas against the workhorse from Whitehorse, Dylan Cousins. Controlled here for Pellick, who's partner Dobson, and checked immediately. Matt Martin trying to clean up the mess. Thompson working against three defenders against Pellick, and moved ahead and out of the zone for Zikas. Oh, that one took an awkward carom, and Comrie was there to read it, and now he covers up. Yeah, strong arm. You can send it to me on Instagram or X or something like that. I can't remember who scored when I went to that game. I got to see the Leafs and Lightning, and man, that was so fun because obviously you have a lot of snowbirds, but everybody in the crowd is wearing blue and white, and it was an awesome game. It went to a shootout. It's like Martin and Greenway have been trying to get under each other's skin a bit. But yeah, there was a sizable scrum there just a moment ago. All right, get a face-off down in the Sabres end. It's Middlestat up against Barzell after his teammate Horvat had been tossed out of the circle. Just about 6 minutes gone by here in the first period. Control for the Sabres. There's Connor Clifton, the former Bruin, trying to move it ahead for Tuck. Romanov couldn't quite keep that in. Tuck coming all the way back into the Islanders zone and cleared into the neutral zone, dumped all the way down. Will this go for icing? No. Comrie will touch this over to Clifton. Middlestat. And a good play there by Simon Holmstrom, who I have never heard of up until this game. He's playing on that top line with Barzell and Horvat. A beautiful feed from Horvat, and Barzell couldn't quite settle it, just outside of the crease. Back the other way comes the home team. Skinner, a seam pass that's read by Horvat and worked through the neutral zone for Barzell. Barzell, it's taken down. Will that be a penalty? Yes, it will. That to me looks like a clear trip or a hold. And the Islanders will go to the power play. Going into the box for the Sabres will be Henry Yokiharu, excuse me. A good fight. You want to see Greenway and Martin? I could get on board with that. All right. So we get to commercial break, but when we come back from that, we will have an Islanders power play. So they're first of this game. You just be patient there, Cortana. Maybe the Isles will have turned over a new leaf with their man advantage. All right, so we do have some other games underway right now. Let's take a look and see if there are any scores. No, all the other games are scoreless right now, but we have Canucks and Panthers. We have the Capitals needing a victory against the Montreal Canadiens, and we have the Lightning and the Leafs taking on each other. All right, so anyway, this game in a commercial break. We'll be back to the action in just a moment here. So, yeah. Who's everybody cheering for in the MLB playoffs right now? I want to see the Diamondbacks do it, or at least get to the series. And I was cheering for the Rangers, but unfortunately, they seem to have the wind sucked out of their sails. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. Yeah, that last penalty committed by Henry, are you? And so the other New York team will go to the power play. LFG. I might be on a bit of a delay, so I don't know if that means a goal was just scored. But Quebec Center a little empty there. I mean, it's not like it's snowing over there in Buffalo by any means. All right. So we'll get Horvat in the circle against Thompson. God, dude, Thompson's just a mammoth, isn't he? All right. Horvat and Thompson. Sounds like a law firm. All right, Dobson. And now works to the other circle. A chance in front, maybe? Nope. That gets blocked in front and cleared out by Thompson. All the way down to Varlamov. Dobson, good pressure. And now with some time, he can skate it out of the zone. A back pass. And now here comes Matthew Barzell with speed to the wing, but the Islanders are offside. Just cheering like a nut. All right, cool. Yeah, I had no idea that Tage Thompson actually is second among Sabres forwards in killing penalties, just in terms of time on ice. Oh, you were going to go to Chicago? Hmm. Yeah, that's right. The Knights, with a victory this evening, could become or could have the best start to a defending cup season. So looking to go 6-0. Hockey from home, what's going on? You guys got to get yourself a win. Yeah, the team's been pretty flat so far, huh? All right. Dobson, and now over to Barzell as the Islanders gain the Buffalo zone. Here we go. Horvat, wide open, a chance, and a save by Comrie. Wow. He denied Brock Nelson there, point blank. Great save. Great positioning, too. That's probably the best chance we've seen so far in this contest. Good girl. But yeah, that was a great heads up play from Horvat. And Comrie at the edge of his crease robs Brock Nelson. Just a good positional save, excuse me. All right, 1 minute left on the penalty here. Caps, Leafs, and Knights. Leafs are up 1-0. All right. We'll have to see who scored that goal. All right. Well, anyway, the Sabres getting it clear here. Sebastian Aho dumps it down, looking for Pierre Engvall. First guy there is Owen Power. And we're actually going to get a penalty to the Islanders here for a high stick. So we'll have 4-on-4 for 37 seconds. And then Buffalo goes back to the man advantage. Let's take a look here. Yeah, Engvall. No, actually, Engvall is getting a roughing. Oh, just an inadvertent jab to Matthias Samuelsson. Tavares with Lily. Oh, it was Nylander. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The guy is playing for a contract for next year, right? So I'm gonna wipe the power play off the board because, well, actually, the Sabres are gonna get one really quickly, 37 seconds. So try to update that in just a little bit. So yeah, we're at 4-on-4 briefly, and here's Romanov. A little trouble getting it out of the zone, and Comrie playing this from behind his net, and he coughs up the puck. Horvat trying to free it away from him, but Clifton is there to support. Work it over for Power, excuse me. But he's hassled behind his net by Barzell. Power shovels it over to Krebs, 19 Krebs. Okay. And now middle step. And Paterka behind the Islanders' goal. Now worked over for Thompson. Good check there by Sezikis. Thompson again from the circle. Down low. Looking for somebody out in front. Work back to Thompson. Now the Sabres on the man advantage. A shot that goes just wide of the net. Darlene. And the Isles getting the clear as the Sabres will be on the power play for about 50 more seconds. All right, now from the point, Darlene. Tuck. And now Cousins, top of the circle. At the goal line, Skinner back to Cousins. Once more, Dylan. A shot off of somebody and wide of the net. Darlene able to keep it in the zone at the point. Tuck. Now Darlene at the point. Nice saucer pass to Cousins. Cousins back to the point. Darlene a shot and a glove save by Varlamov. Still in play. Pellick trying to move this away from Thompson. And now slapped, but out of play. We'll have to see. We'll have to see where the faceoff is here. But final seconds of the Sabres power play. They have 6 seconds left on that. There you go. Goldie, welcome. Welcome to the stream. And what's going to go on here? I think they have to redo the faceoff. Well, there hasn't been a goal yet. Halfway through this period, so when there's a lapse like this, Cortana still needs a goal treat. So we got some organic apple here. There's a good girl. So 5 seconds left in this power play. Sabres controlling the faceoff, and actually they almost drew another penalty. Power around the net. Jurgensen's worked to the other side here for Power, and now a shot and a save by Varlamov off the rebound, and Jost almost had a chance to bat that in. And the Islanders get the clear here as the Sabres are 0 for 2 on the power play. Jost, and now Pellick from behind his net. And now Pollock works it over to Engvall. Into the Sabres corner. Nelson jumping in. And nice job by the Sabres to clear this out. Paterka going 1-on-3, trying to split the defense. Read by Aho. Battle in the corner here. Paterka shoveled it over for Krebs. Victor Olofsson now at the point for Samuelson, a bobbling puck, still in the zone, and finally cleared out by Engvall up the wing. Nelson is going to dump this around the Sabres net. Okposo jumping in. He takes a high stick, and the Islanders are going to get back on the power play. How you doing there, Al? Power plays are harsh. Are harsh. Well, I think that teams overthink it too much. I would just mess with the opponent by shooting as much as I can because you can get face off after face off after face off, and it kind of just gets in their head that they have to like keep doing that. I don't know. I just think teams are a little bit too tactful and meticulous. I love seeing the puck movement. Don't get me wrong, but the thing is that sometimes they eat up 40 seconds, or they'll eat up even more than that to trying to get off one shot. You got to go for not just like deflections, but you just have to shovel as much as you can toward the net with the hope that it goes off of somebody, whether intentional or not, and goes in. But anyway, we have a commercial. But when we come back from that, the Islanders will have a power play. Let's see what else is happening. Any other score updates? Let's take a look. All right, so Toronto and Tampa are tied at 1. Goals from Nylander, fourth of the year. And Tavares already has 7 assists. And then the fifth goal of the year from Nikita Kucherov, assisted by Point and Hedman on the power play, of course. Water King, welcome back. It's great to have you here. What's going through their heads? Well, I mean, you think that they'd want to shoot more because somebody wants to score, right? Or at least get a point. All right. And then at first intermission, FYI, we're going to have Sabres and Islanders trivia. I've got 10 multiple choice questions lined up for that. Nice jersey. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, man, it's the classic. And the Sabres are wearing it today, too. I didn't know that they would. I also have an Adidas white jersey of theirs with Hasek on it. I absolutely love that. But let's go ahead. I had to rock it because I was wearing a black T-shirt today, so it only made sense. You also have one? Nice. All right, here we go. Second power play of the game for the Islanders, but they lose the faceoff. It gets cleared down behind Varlamov. No Dobson will lead the charge the other way. Brock Nelson into the Sabres zone on the wing for Horvat. Back pass, and Dobson to the other point. Cycles it along to stays in at the point. And now Dobson feeding it down for Barzell. A little time, Barzell back to the point, and a one-timer. And a save off the pad of Comrie. Still alive. Dobson almost got off another shot there. But this will get cleared. Skating it up ice. Eric Johnson. He's got a chance. He shoots. And a save and a cover up by Varlamov with 1:17 left in penalty. And you also have a blue fisherman. Awesome. Yeah. I was lucky. I have an original fisherman here. It's a replica, right? It's not like an on ice jersey. But I paid it. I think I only paid like 150 or 160 for it, which I don't think that's all that bad. It's in pretty good condition too. But anyway, off the face-off into the neutral zone, the Islanders charge off a skate of Cizikas, but it's into the corner, rimmed around by Clifton and cleared out. Yeah, I mean, at one point, both of these teams were wearing these jerseys, but that lasted for only one season where we had Fisherman versus Goathead. Nice play by Yoki Hari to keep the puck away from a couple attacking Islanders. And now 40 seconds left in the Islanders power play. Now Pageau pulls up at the wing. Back pass for never mind. Anyway, a shot. Gets through. Oh, and a big pad save by Comrie off of Anders Lee. And barely cleared by the Sabres. They'll have a chance to get a wholesale change if they want because there are only 20 seconds left here in the penalty. Charging ahead is Barzell with Nelson. Barzell, a back pass. Horvat looking in front. I like the idea, but I think, again, getting a little too cute there. Sabres getting the clear. Okposo into the corner against 3 Islanders. And this penalty has been killed off by Buffalo. So neither team connecting on the man advantage so far. 0 for 2, they are both. There we go. All right. Sabres resetting with Owen Power. 6:20 left in the first period. Paterka, Olofsson, excuse me, 71-77. It's hard to tell the difference. And now Samuelson regrouping from his own end. Now here comes Krebs into the Islanders zone. Darlene, a shot pass off a skate, and Pellick, a little flipper into the Sabres zone, bobbling puck. Samuelson, good job just being patient with how he was going to clear that out. But sent back behind the Sabres net. In comes Cizikas, a big hit on Skinner, I think. And now the Sabres advancing into the Islanders zone. All the way down to Varlamov. He steers that over to Pulock. And now bump to Cizikas with some speed in the neutral zone. Casey Cizikas. He's got Matt Martin. A good stick check from Henry Jokiharju. Yeah. Cortana has her own camera now. Because, she's my co-star. All right, this could go for icing. Yes, it will. That's an icing to the Sabres. With 5:10 left, we'll get a face-off in their zone momentarily. What's our poll at, by the way? 61% have Buffalo in this game. Lightning taking the lead. Another power play goal? All right, I don't even know what I was trying to say there. Pajot versus Middlestat. And Lee kicks it over to Pajot. Having some trouble clearing this out. Well, advancing it, I should say. Clifton, able to dump it out of his zone. And now Bolduc worked it into the Sabres zone. Maybe a chance for Pajot. And a good play there from Clifton. This ends up in the corner. Skinner. And now Johnson will skate it out. Will enter the zone. He's got Tuck on the wing. Tuck! Deflected shot there. Ends up behind the net. Clutterbuck. And Dobson will feed that up ice for Lee. And Horvat. Islanders staying onside there. But pass gets intercepted there by Tuck. Tuck. Beautiful pass into the Islanders zone. Just a little bit ahead of Milstat. He would have had a breakaway. But here come the Isles. Holmstrom. Now Barzell. Horvat in the high slot. Stripped there by a couple of Sabres. Tage coming the other way. He has numbers 3-on-2. Tage. One-timer! And that goes off the stick of Dobson. Well defended. That's about as well as you can defend a one-timer off a 3-on-2. Cousins at the point, though. A shot. And rimming around. Scooped up there by Samuelson. Behind the net. Chance maybe for Cousins, but it ends up in his skates. And the Islanders can get the clear there, as Buffalo was threatening. Clutterbuck is still playing. Yeah. Favorite movie all time I've ever watched? Oh, A Chance in Front. I always tell people The Sandlot. I grew up just watching that movie a couple times a year, and I can almost quote it cover to cover. All right. Here's a chance for Cousins. In alone. Dylan Cousins, a shot, and a big pet save by Varlamov. Still alive. Semyon Varlamov is under siege here in the last couple of minutes, but he is standing strong. Dump down into the Islanders' corner. Aho. Moved into the neutral zone. And behind Comrie. Scooped up there by Clifton. Bumps it over to Okposo. Bryson, how you doing? Okposo. And a good back check there from Pierre Engvall. All right, Bryson, please don't spam. I think we get the message, though. Hey, what's up, Samantha? Thanks for hopping in here. Big game for the Avalanche. They're taking on the Hurricanes. The Sandlot's your mom's favorite movie? All right, your mom's awesome. And a big check there from Romanov on Paterka. Funneled back to the point, though, for Skinner. 2 minutes left here, 2:10. A shot from Samuelson. Oh, off the deflection, but the pad save by Varlamov. And feeling the pressure, Romanov working it around the boards. Intercepted, controlled by Jost, or Krebs. Now Paterka pulls up. Oh, looking for the one-timer on the wing. He had an open teammate, but a good interception. And now Pollock. Thank God for the goaltender. Yeah, Varlamov looks awesome. I mean, Comrie's had to make a couple of big stops, too. 142 left in the first period. You wish Sorokin was playing? Yeah, well, on a back-to-back, right? But Varlamov looks awesome so far. So, all right, 142 remaining. How's Idaho? It's been a great day here. It's the last of the good ones, though. Now we go into like darkness and frigid temperatures. Well, at least in the morning. But now behind his net, Darlene. Varla with just all A's. No, Varlamov. You know, guys, Varlamov once finished second for the Vezina Trophy, and I think he finished like fourth one other time. Honestly, I'm not saying he's a Hall of Famer, but he's not that far off. He was a top goaltender in the NHL for a couple seasons with the Capitals, and then he's been amazing with the a chance in front off the rebound from Comrie. And he's been amazing with the Islanders, even as a backup, because he's I think at about 300 wins or almost. All right, Middlestat at center ice on the wing to Tuck, and to nobody there, intercepted by Clutterbuck. Skies it into the neutral zone. He's got Pajot, but two defenders back. Pajot pulling up. UG and off Clifton. A scoop pass. Oh, batted away by Pajot in the neutral zone. But it's going to be ruled a hand pass. I guess they were saying that he was still in the offensive zone. Actually, with just 48 seconds left, we have to go to a commercial break. So there was all of that action with no whistle. Needed more from Horvat. Well, yeah, I mean, you brought him in to help with the power play, so that's where it has to start with him. We got any scores to update you on? Let's see here. Actually, we'll get to that at intermission. We can go deeper into the weeds. Actually, no, because we got trivia. We're gonna play some trivia at the intermission. I hope you guys are excited for that. They're all multiple choice questions. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'll have to do full screen though. But I have a repeat slide. Okay. All right. Cool. Trivia. Yeah, John, you know it. How you doing, man? Trivia. All right. Cool. I'm glad that people are hyped up for that. It's Sabres and Islanders trivia. You know, to stick with the theme here. So right now we got a 1-1 game between the Panthers and the Vancouver Canucks. First goal for Vancouver scored by Quinn Hughes, his first of the year, assisted by Miller and Pedersen. Pedersen already with 8 assists. And then Barkov gets his first of the year unassisted. Florida coming off a very impressive victory against the Maple Leafs, where the defense looked awesome as the game progressed. And yeah, lighting up 2-1. The second goal for Tampa scored by Alex Barré-Boulet, assisted by Kucherov and Point. New rivalry between the Red Wings and the Senators. You know, I can imagine that just because they're kind of in similar positions, right? Lengthy playoff droughts. But was there some chippy play there? All right. Well, anyway, final 40 seconds of this period. Pat LaFontaine's the answer. Yeah, yeah. Tis the season. And we'll get a whistle here, just an offside. 34 seconds left. Now Cousins at center ice. And Rice, Cousins battling over to Thompson. Varlamov with the glove save there with 12.5 seconds left in this first period. I'm just do this right so I don't forget. There we go. So the poll's still at 60-40 in favor of the Sabres. And this faceoff controlled by the Islanders from behind their own end. Worked into the neutral zone, but picked off there by Power. And maybe one chance here, Clutterbuck. And the whistle sounds or the horn sounds. Nothing. Some great goaltending from Varlamov. A couple good saves from Comrie. And so we skate into the first intermission. Nothing. Yeah. You know what? We got to give Cortana a treat because there weren't any goals, right? So a lull like that, she needs a treat. Come over here. Good girl. All right. Let's do some trivia, guys. All right. Let's go with some trivia. So again, it's multiple choice, but I will call out the question and then we'll do the answer right afterwards. So it's not like it's not like you get 10 questions and then we do all the answers at once. So here we go, everyone. I need this to be, let's see here, full screen. Full screen, yeah. Can I do that? All right. So who's ready for trivia? Here we go with that. All right. What breed is Cortana? She is a Coonhound McNabb Shepherd mix. She has some German Shepherd and probably some other stuff as well. All right, so here is our Sabres and Islanders trivia. We're going to start with question number 1. And, oops, away we go with that. Which Buffalo Sabre has the franchise record for playoff goals against the New York Islanders? Is it A, Don Luce? I don't know if that's how you say it. But anyway, is it Don Luce A? Is it B, Rene Robert? Is it C, Gilbert Perreault? Or is it D, Chris Drury? Yeah, I'd like, if there aren't going to be any goals, I would like to also get a fight or two. Bill, what's going on, man? Thanks for jumping in here. Bryson, not a big fan of the Sabres, but yes, you would opt for Gilbert Perreault. LaFontaine is not an option. No, not here. I think you'll have to wait a little bit until we get into LaFontaine. Which Sabre has the most playoff goals against the Islanders? Thank you, Mr. Bill. A big game for the Avs tonight. Actually, I just met an Avs fan at this brewery yesterday. We were there for this beer tasting, like a meetup group, and then I forgot how do we get into that? They asked me like what I do for work, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm a hockey YouTuber. And then this guy just talks my ear off about the Avalanche. He knew everything. It was so fun chatting with him. Anyway, so we might watch some hockey next weekend. All right, guys. The answer. Let's reveal that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Sabre with the most goals in the playoffs against the Islanders is it is Gilbert Perreault. He scored 10 playoff goals against the Islanders, and Don Luce is in second with 7. All right, let's move on to question number 2. You know what we'll do? Here, I'll make this a poll. This will be more enjoyable that way, right? Well, actually, we already have our other poll. All right. Well, anyway, we'll close the other poll because this is more fun this way. Because then you guys can actually, yeah, you took a guess and you got it right. How about that, right? All right. Question number 2. I'm gonna uh, read that out loud in just a second, and you guys can vote here if you want. So it's the same question, just switch the teams, right? So which New York Islander has the franchise record for playoff goals against the Sabres? Is it A, Billy Harris? Is it B, Bob Nystrom? Is it C, Clark Gillies? Or is it D, the defenseman, What do you all think here? Clark Gillies is currently in the lead. Give you about 10 seconds here if you haven't determined what your vote is going to be. All right, we'll reveal the answer in five, four, three, two, and one. All right. The Islander with the most playoff goals against the Sabres is actually, at least according to StatMuse, which I love, it is Billy Harris with a total of 7 goals in 10 games. Yeah, the Islanders have some big names over the years who played for them, but unfortunately, it's strange to think that they didn't really have that many matchups against the Sabres in the first place. So it was Billy Harris. Yeah, huh? All right. Now, here's a LaFontaine question, right? Because of course Hall of Famer played for both teams. So here I'll open up the poll here for you. So we'll do question number 3. Okay, this is the way to do it. A B C. So how many points did Pat LaFontaine score with the Sabres, and how many did he score with the Islanders? So is the answer A? He had 340 points with the Islanders and 312 with the Sabres. Is it B, 802 with the Islanders, 407 with the Sabres? Is it is it C, 722 points with the Islanders and 484 with the Sabres? Or is it D, 566 points with the Islanders and 385 with the Sabres? How many points did Pat LaFontaine have with both of these teams? This is the season, right? Uh, all right, let's close out then in five, four, three, two, and one. All right, so we're pretty darn split. So Pat LaFontaine had D 566 points with the Islanders over 8 seasons, and then 385 over 6 seasons with the Buffalo Sabres. Of course, he's a Hall of Famer. All right. Oh, here we go. Now we have. I think you guys could probably get this one right. So, question 4, I'm going to ask: when was the last time these two teams met in the playoffs? When was the last time these two teams met in the playoffs? Was it A, 1977, B, 1992, C, 2007, or D, 2010? LaFontaine's from St. Louis? I had no idea. I figured he was probably from like New York or something. How many times have these teams battled, or excuse me, when was the last time these teams battled each other in the playoffs? So, majority is thinking that it was 1992. Stanley Cup champion that year was the Pittsburgh Penguins. Speaking of which, they would face the Islanders in the playoffs the next year, and the Islanders would uh, have one of the greatest moments in their franchise history by beating one of the greatest regular season teams ever. All right, let's close this out then in five, four, three, two, and one. So last time these two teams met in the playoffs was actually in '07. The Sabres defeated the Islanders in 5 games in the first round. They next defeated the other New York team, the Rangers. That was their last playoff series victory up until now. So they're going on 16 years without winning a playoff series. Yeah, at least go on Hockey Reference, and that's the last time that they played, right? '06, '07, first year of the Reebok jerseys. I just want to double check to make sure I'm correct because so many people thought that it was earlier on. Yeah, yeah, it was the quarterfinals, first round in '07. The Islanders had, of course, yet to draft John Tavares. All right, let's go on to question number 5. All right, so speaking of that series back in '07, maybe a chance at redemption here. Which Buffalo Sabres scored the winning goal in that series? So it was in game 5 because that's how far the series went. So question numero cinco. All right. So who had the winning goal for the Sabres in that series? Was it A, Thomas Vanek, B, Teppo Numanen, C, Brian Campbell, or D, Maxim Afinogenov? Clark Gillies played for both teams? I had no idea he played for the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo lost to Ottawa in the conference final. Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised that neither team won a Stanley Cup because those teams were loaded with for different reasons, right? Really, because of the Preakness stakes. Jeez, that's pretty sad, isn't it? If it weren't for betting, nobody would care about that. But that was before hockey had as much betting. Oh, he was a Sabre at the very end. Okay. And Theo, yes, welcome back. All right, let's reveal the answer here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very split for the most part. The winning goal, it was his lone goal of of that series, but it was Maxim Afinogenov. He helped the Sabres extend their lead to 4-1 at 6:38 in the third period. The Sabres or the Islanders got a couple of goals after that, but that was it. All right, here we go. Which Islanders goaltender has the most career victories against the Buffalo Sabres? I think this is all regular season. Which Islanders goaltender has the most career victories against the Buffalo Sabres? Is it A, Yaroslav Halak? Is it B, Billy Smith? Is it C, the guy in net tonight, Semyon Varlamov? Or is it D, D Pietro? I actually have a D Pietro jersey. It's an authentic, like an on ice. You took a guess and got it right again. Awesome. Um, every one of those names you hear in RJ's voice. Yes, rest in peace, of course, to the GOAT. Really, maybe in our lifetime, maybe the best team broadcaster, Rick Jenneret. Gone too soon, but of course, 5 decades with the Sabres. That's remarkable. You think it's a Billy? Let's go Islanders. Cameron, thanks for hopping in. We're just playing some intermission trivia right now to pass the time. Has the game been entertaining? It has been, despite being scoreless. Semyon Varlamov has been the difference maker in this game, though. I wonder how many saves he has. He probably has like 14 or 15 because the Sabres have been pumping pucks at the net. All right, let's see. Who do you guys think has the most wins against the Sabres? Okay, so right now, the majority says it's Billy Smith. We'll reveal this answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you guys are right. It is Billy Smith. 15 victories against the Sabres. And now we're going to actually flip the script. So, which Sabres goaltender has the most career victories against the Islanders? Is here, I'll put the option in here. Any posts? No posts from what I can recall. So now we're on to question 7. Which Buffalo Sabre has the most career victories in the regular season against the New York Islanders? Is it A, the great Ryan Miller? Is it B, the Dominator? Dominic Hasek? Is it C, Marty Biron? Or is it D, Darren Krupa? You're saying Canucks legend Ryan Miller? You want Miller time? Ryan Miller, one of the greatest American-born goaltenders of all time, had his number retired, right? Thankfully, I like seeing that. He was so much fun to watch. In his prime, he was. I think of him kind of like Ben Bishop, right? I want to say Hall of Fame. Bishop, I don't think will ever make it, but like the top of their game, they were maybe the best. The drive from Denver. Oh wow. So wait, how many games have you already been to? Like 3 games? All right. The majority right now thinks that it's the Dominator, but everybody else is saying that it's Miller. Well, let us reveal this answer in five, four, three, two, and one. The all-time wins leader for Sabres goaltenders against the Islanders, and by a pretty big margin, is actually Ryan Miller. Dominic Hasek only had 8 wins against them. Or yeah, 8 wins and 9 losses. Strangely, Darcy Wakaluk. I don't know who that is actually. Probably before my time. All right, let's go to the next one here. And which two Buffalo Sabres were the most recent to be inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame? How about that one? Oh, Cortana, you gotta wait up. You gotta wait on me. You got that one right. All right, awesome. Hope you're keeping track of how many you got here. Only two. The two most recent. So they actually were inducted. Well, I shouldn't give it away, but yeah, we're going on to question 8. Is the answer? Here, I'm just putting up a poll for this one. All right. So, who are the two Sabres most recently inducted into the Hall of Fame? The two most recent. Is it A, Pierre Turgeon and Dave Andrewchuk? Is it B, Doug Gilmore? He was a Sabre. And Dominic Hasek? Is the answer C, Pierre Turgeon and Tom Barrasso? Or is the answer B, Tom Barrasso and Doug Gilmore? Which two Sabres were inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame most recently? All right, Dean, catch you later, man. Enjoy watching the game. And yeah, Connor Bedard against a Stanley Cup champion or defending champion. That's the first time. All right, where are the votes falling here? So number 8. So we got so far the top vote getter here is Turgeon and Andrewchuk. All right, let's reveal our answer in five, four, three, two, and oh, second period's already underway. Shoot, you guys want me to finish trivia or go back to the game? Well, anyway, the answer here is C, Pierre Turgeon and Tom Barrasso. So anyway, I gotta get back to play by play if the second period's already starting. So we'll have the other two questions. I'll try to answer or ask them at the commercial break. Okay. So we'll get back to that. All right. Let's see here. I didn't know that we had been taking you guys too slowly through that. All right. Let's see here. Where was I? There we go. So we'll go back to the game here. No, wait. Second period. Oh yeah, the players are out there. So the puck hasn't dropped on my screen yet, but yeah, about to happen here. The only one that you got right was Ryan Miller. That's okay. That's the one that matters most in my book. You love trivia? All right, good. Well, we'll continue fun things like that throughout our live streams this year. We just that's maybe like a fun little tier ranking. Some people said, "Well, what if you did like a drinking game? It would be a funny one and upstream." But I'm not going to rule that out. I would like to test that out with a select group of viewers first. The Dave Volek goal. Yeah, I mean he won those 2 cups with the Penguins at a time when scoring was still pretty high. Anyway, we're gonna get underway here with the drop of the puck to start the second period. A scoreless game, but that doesn't mean there hasn't been action. All right, at center ice, Jost, A shot and off of Varlamov, still alive. Romanov getting it out of the zone despite being hassled there on the back check. Around the net from Comrie, intercepted by Pajot, looking for somebody out in front maybe. Feeds it out to the point. A shot and intercepted there by Clifton. Comes the other way, 3-on-2. Okposo a shot, a rebound. Clifton tried to bang that home. Jost off the rebound. A shot, some traffic in front of the net. Couldn't quite get on net. And Dobson leaving the charge up ice. Horvat pulls up, leaves it for nobody. And now Greenway, longtime Minnesota Wild player. Finally gets the clear here with Cousins. He takes a hit into the Islanders bench. Doesn't quite land there. Dobson over to his partner. Romanov. With time here, he's going to feed it back to Dobson for the clear. Islanders taking their time with this one. Truth, how you doing? Go Sabres. This would be a good victory for them to get. Playing a team that's coming off the back-to-back. Thompson behind his net. And Greenway. Wow, the Sabres definitely having some trouble working it out right now. Cortana Gold Treat drinking game. Well, yeah, I mean, there's no matter what, every stream will have gold treats. Here, girl, come have a treat. Down. Down. Okay. Good girl. All right. Now behind the Sabres net for Power. Stick check there from Lee or Nelson. And now Yuki Haru slaps it into the neutral zone for Skinner. A back pass. Ooh, nifty pass. Sage, a shot, rims around, and Skinner couldn't quite scoop that up, so it's going to go all the way down toward Comrie. Power now from center ice takes a hit, dumps it in. Varlamov paddles it. Over to Pollock, facing some pressure. Mercs. The Amerks. Actually, yeah. Well, I live in Idaho, but one of my, one of the people in town who I see at the dog park was from somewhere upstate, and yeah, he said growing up he would go to Amerks games. But back then they were the affiliate of the Bruins, so that was his favorite team. He probably got to watch Bobby Orr back in the day. I wouldn't mind if there was a Bobby Orr on the ice right now because we could definitely see a goal. That would be nice. All right, in the neutral zone, Olofsson evading some pressure, a shot, easy stick save there for Varlamov, still alive. When will I go to Colorado? Well, one of my closest friends lives in the Springs, so I got to go see him at some point. A shot from top of the circle there. Eric Johnson gets blocked. Speaking of Avalanche. And now Peterka. Ooh, a nice pass through the legs of the defender. A shot, looking for the tip there was Olofsson. Wide. Peterka trying to spin away from Aho. Oh, you're from Rochester. I've never been to like actual New York State, just the city. A long time ago, though. Darlene rims it around the Islanders' net. And now Darlene. And that's to nobody. Aho with 4 minutes gone by. And Zizekas working against Samuelson. Good poke check there from the defender. And Peterka trying to get the clear. And we get a hand pass. A hand pass is called here with 4:09 gone by in period number 2. Yeah. Do I like the Islanders or the Sabres better? Well, it's split. It's split because traditionally I like the Sabres more, but Cortana is an Islanders fan. I have proof in like my predictions videos. Not this year because we didn't do it, but like every year though that we've done season predictions, Cortana like playoff predictions, Cortana usually picks the Islanders to at least go to like the conference final. So that's the conclusion we're drawing. All right, in the Islanders' corner, intercepted by Horvat. Yeah, I mean, like Dominic Hasek's maybe my favorite player of all time, not on my favorite team. So Oh, the game's blacked out. Yeah, that's the worst. But if you want an actual video feed, you might try NHL66.ir because you can find any game on there. All right. At the point for the Islanders, head over to Dobson. A shot. Looking for a tip in front with Nelson there. Barzell gets taken down. No call. In the corner for Barzell again. Into the slot. And nice stick check, but that ends up on the stick of Dobson. A chance in front. Rims around for Barzell. And now intercepted by Cousins. And back the other way come the Sabres. Maybe a chance, odd man. Pulling up his Greenway, hits the trailer, the shot, and a great block by Dobson. Great block. The only thing I haven't done with my dog is take her to an actual game because I know that they've done it. When we lived near San Jose, the Barracuda would have a pups and paws day, and they would let you take your dog. But yeah, we never did that. Dobson dumping it all the way down as the Islanders change up with 6 minutes gone by in this period. Now tuck. Oh, it takes a shove from Lee. And chance. Oh, Skinner gets denied by Varlamov. And now up ahead for looking for Lee. And gloved down by Comrie. We got a face off in that end of the rink. We're going to go to our first commercial break. So, with that being said, we'll finish up our two remaining trivia questions. So, let's get that finished up while we can. So, you'll have to answer these pretty quickly. All right. Let's go to instant or to view slideshow. All right. So, question number 9: how many Islanders have been inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame? Is the answer A 7, B 8, C 11, or D 15? Don't wait for the poll. Just go for it. How many Islanders have been inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame? Just shout it out in the chat. Why are both backups playing? Well, because obviously Sorokin played last night, and then Comrie hasn't started yet. So far it's been Levi with 4 starts in a row, and with a rookie goaltender, you don't want to have him playing 60 plus times a year unless he's like lights out. Goldie's saying 11. This coming from StatMuse. How many Islanders or players who have worn the Islanders jersey are in the Hall of Fame? All right, let's reveal this answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The Islanders, at least according to StatMuse, have only inducted 8 players into the Hall of Fame. Most recently, as we saw, Pierre Turgeon, Roberto Luongo was an Islander at one point. But yeah, in total, you have some teams from the Cup run, of course, Cup runs in the 80s. And other than that, it's been a little bit few and far between. But of course, that can change with some players who've yet to be inducted. All right. And lastly, what was the Islanders' record when wearing the Fisherman jersey? What was the Islanders' record when they were wearing the Fisherman jersey for 2 seasons? How many games did they win? 64, 57, 51, or 45? How many wins did the Islanders have those 2 seasons wearing the Fisherman jersey? What do you guys think? We're about to get back to the game here. So maybe mull that over. 64, 57, 51, or 45? Carson thinks 57. Robbie thinks it's 45. 51 says Dustin. Well, anyway, the record of the Islanders in the Fisherman jersey back in the 90s. This is only for their 2 seasons actually wearing it. They won a grand total of 51 out of 164 games in their 2 seasons wearing the Fisherman jersey. Anyway, thanks for playing trivia here. Let me know how many questions y'all got right. If there's no judgment, I probably would have gotten 2, maybe 2. We'll get back to the action here. All right, dumped down by Johnson. Oh, good guess, Dustin. And now Bolduc, rimming it around for Martin. Cleared out. And here's Krebs regrouping. Into the neutral zone, he's got Olofsson. Ooh, takes a big crunch there along the boards by Matt Martin. And advancing into the Islanders zone, there was Clifton. Paterka can't quite corral this puck as the Islanders get the clear, but Krebs out of Paterka and a bad pass in the neutral zone, but he gets the puck back. A failed attempt to get it deep. Islanders coming the other way with Clutterbuck. He's going to dump it down as the Islanders complete a change. Oh, you went to the Hockey Hall of Fame? That's rad. Robbie, you got 6 out of 10. Nice going. Shoot. Best player during the Gordon's era was Ziggy Palffy. Yeah, that's a throwback, isn't it? But that's cool that you went to the Hall of Fame. I would, of course, love to go one day. But first of all, I got to just go 2 hours north of where I live so I can see the Eastern British Columbia and then go to Alberta. Never been there. Ruthless Canada. I went to Toronto one time when I was 3 years old, so I don't remember. But I have been to like Whistler and Victoria, Vancouver Island. Is Nick doing a stream? I don't know. He might be at the game. Assuming that's in Chicago, then yeah. Well, yeah, because the Knights are coming from Winnipeg. So yeah. So I believe Nick's probably at that game. I don't know. Then again, he has to road trip all the way from St. Louis. A shot from the point there. Contested, a scramble in front of the Islanders net. Digging that out was Romanov, but it's still alive, at least for the time being. And Pelech. It's going to be a long time till I can really afford to just travel just about anywhere. But going to Colorado would be pretty high on my list because one of my closest friends lives there. But I am toward the end of the season. I'm probably going to go to DC because that's where my grandmother lives. And so, will there be a Twisted Wrister meetup of any sort in DC? Possibly. And maybe I might go to one other arena around there. North Carolina, raise up. I'll probably go there. But more to come on that. Cousins, a nice little dangle around Holmstrom. And maybe a chance here is Cousins. Oh, big pad save. Varlamov holding down the fort as Cousins is denied. And now in front of the net there, a big scrum. A couple players go down. Romanov nearly gets tripped up. And Horvat finally lifts it clear. But the Sabres with their best chance of the game. And we get an offside here in the Sabres zone. Steelheads, man, if they want to play a game in Spokane, yeah. Yeah. I still haven't even been to Boise. But I mean, it's basically like where I live. It's basically like living in Spokane or in Eastern Washington, with how far away it is. Yeah. All right. So 10:40 left here in the second period. Sabres with some grade A or dare I say S tier quality chances, but Varlamov is having himself a hell of a game so far. Center ice. Jeff Skinner, a backhand pass down into the zone for Tuck. A block shot, and now moved ahead for Pajot. And he'll just send it around the net as the Islanders get some new skaters out there. Middlestat trying to work it around Pajot. And gets a lucky bounce. Entering the Islanders zone, sending it around the net. Dobson's the first one to it, but it rims out for Dahlin. Rasmus Dahlin. Red to the point, and now to the other side. A shot. Ooh, just a little bit wide. Skinner. Shielding it away from the defender. And going against a couple Islanders. Oh, it takes a big hit by Pelech in open ice. Now Tuck going at Pelech as the two clash. We get a whistle. Are they going to drop the gloves? Oh, Tuck handing it over to Pelech. Pelech gets back up. Still has his helmet on. And the two chucking a couple mitts and tangling up as Tuck there to rally for his teammate Skinner, who took a big hit, albeit what I believe to be a clean one. Yeah, that was that's some good relief when there aren't any goals here. But we reached the halfway point, 9:44 left to be exact here and we'll get things sorted out with the officials. But we're gonna go probably to our commercial break. So for a faux fight, I'm gonna give Cortana a treat for that one. Sabres with oh my god, truth. That's nutty. That is absolutely nutty. All right. Well, anyway, I'm just going to take a quick pause myself. We'll go back to Cortana here. So just babysit here for me. Here we go. My computer randomly came on. Hey, it's Axiom. Hey, thanks for hopping in here. How are the Panthers looking? Mile break. Actually, it was a text break. I had to send somebody a message. These things are very. Uh, you live in Westminster. Okay, so you are in Denver area. All right, so we got a couple guys in the box here for the Sabres. And actually, yeah, I think the Islanders have a power play. So man advantage for the Islanders. A shot from the point and scooped up by Comrie with Palmieri just like breathing down. No worries, truth. I gotta hit the respirator. Probably at intermission. I'll do that. Yeah, I had to my heater. We're almost at that point where I need to start running it. I actually ran it like this morning. First time I did that since like March. All right, we get a puck out of play here early on in the power play to the Islanders. Um, I actually answered that a couple times, Ethan. I don't know if you're popping in and out. That's fine, but I can't guarantee that that's going to be at any time immediately. But I have a very close friend who lives in Colorado Springs, so at some point I'm due to visit him. All right, back to the power play. Dobson, a shot deflects off a defender in front. Still alive in the zone for Nelson. Finds Dobson and work to the other point or to the other faceoff dot. Barzell. Oh, a chance for Horvat. Big save there by Comrie. Rims around the net and is cleared out. All right. And I don't know what the heck Nelson was doing there, but actually worked out just fine. He's got it behind the net, takes a hit from Samuelson. Good support by the PK, and the Sabres get the clear. Knights and tied at one apiece. Oh yeah, and my Sharks actually just started against the Nashville Predators. We haven't won in Nashville in 5 years, but we're 3-0 against them lifetime in the playoffs. Nelson, and that gets it. Barzell, a one-timer there from Nelson. Watch out in front. Now here come the Sabres with Okposo. We get something going here. He shoots! And a glove save from Varlamov. Another big stop there off the stick of Okposo with 34 seconds left in the penalty. Are you actually at the game right now, Axiom? That's rad. Florida Live Arena, that it is. I've been to Tampa, but I've never been there. I've never seen Miami in my life. I really, if I had a travel budget, I would definitely consider going over there. All right, Aho from behind his net with 30 seconds left in the power play, and slapped down around the Sabres net. But we have somebody who just fell down. I don't know if there's going to be a penalty here. No, it's just going to be an offside. But Lee was the guy who was down for New York. All right, 23 seconds left in the power play, but this faceoff is in the neutral zone. So a big win for the Islanders, hopefully, and they do get it here with Pollock. And he's going to send it around the net. Johnson, the first one there, but he breaks his stick. And he picks it up behind the net. It's a shove from Johnson. Still alive along the boards and out to the point, but it scoots out. And Aho retrieving here for the Islanders. Gaining the zone with a lot of speed there, Aho is. But he takes a spill. Samuelson sends it around the net, and the Sabres get the clear and the kill. Maybe a chance though. Paterka, going one. Oh, big save again, Varlamov. He slid over with the pad and denied Middlestat. Big stops, time after time for Varlamov. A one-timer, and that gets blocked in front. Darlene to the circle in the slot, and Cousins couldn't quite corral that. He would have had a quality chance there against Varlamov. Oh, Semyon Varlamov. Oh, brother, we are not worthy. And now Darlene from center ice. Nelson, the first one there, shoves Dylan Cousins. Puck scoots out of the zone. Yoki Haru is going to send it over to Darlene with some pressure here from Cizikas. And you have Dobson off the loose puck. And a turnover. And through the neutral zone come the Sabres. Cousins. And a backhander into the slot. Doesn't quite connect with his teammate there. Nicholas, what's going on, man? Nicholas. Bedard scored and William Karlsson, yeah? All right, cool. I'm glad to see Bedard get back on the board. Oh, a chance and another pad save for Varlamov. The Sabres still have it. Thompson shot off of the stick of Martin. Romanov cycling it over to Dobson to get the clear here. And another turnover in the neutral zone by the Islanders. Maybe a chance for Skinner, and that goes off of Pollock. Stays alive in the zone barely, but the Islanders can finally get the clear, but nobody's there in the neutral zone. The Sabres just attacking in waves. Skinner in front. Oh, a great chance there. I didn't see who got the shot off, but Varlamov read that like a book. Now Horvat skates in. A dangle. He had to pull up, though. In front for, oh, wait. Oh, my God. My feed just crashed. I think there was just a goal. Are you kidding me? I think that somebody tapped that in. I kid you not. Like, literally, my string cut out. Was there a goal there or not? Damn you, ESPN Plus. That might have been the chance of the game for New York, at least. But yeah, as far as I know, this is still a scoreless game. But yeah, it's back to even strength. Wow, how did that stay out of the net? I do not know how the heck my stream decided to cut out then. But yeah, the Sabres are just giving the Islanders everything they've got. And of course, the Islanders are playing the second of a back-to-back against them and the Devils, right? Let's see here. What's going on elsewhere in the NHL? So Vancouver's got a 2-1 lead on the Canucks halfway through. Montreal a 2-0 lead on Washington. Man, the Caps just look like crap so far. Tampa extends their lead to 3-1 almost halfway through their contest with the Maple Leafs. The Knights and the Blackhawks are tied at 1 apiece. Connor Bedard, as Nicholas was saying, got on the board. The Stars with a 2-1 lead on what has been a surprisingly good Philadelphia Flyers team so far. That's just halfway through the first period. The Blue Jackets have a 1-0 lead early on against the Minnesota Wild. And we have the Blues with a 1-0 lead about 13 minutes through their contest with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hmm. Now they're actually asking a trivia question. Pozo is the fifth Buffalo Sabres captain to also play for the New York Islanders. So who are the other four, right? Well, LaFontaine would be one of them, right? All right. Well, anyway, back to the action here. And a puck that trickles into the Sabres zone. Regrouping is Samuelson and ripped around the Islanders net. Picked up by Greenway. Perhaps trying to find somebody around the net. And nice strip there by Cousins. Drop pass to Greenway, looking for somebody in the slot. Loose puck in front of the net. Couple of sticks whacking at it. And sent down the ice by the Islanders for the clear. And Darlene, big time stretch pass, looking for Greenway. Sabres are changing up right now. And here they come with Olofsson. Chases the puck down. He shoots from the side of the net. And Varlamov, a pretty save there as he was hugging the post. Yeah, my friend just texted me, let's go Bedard. Heck yeah. All right. A shot from the point. That deflects off a stick. Martin along the boards. And stripped by Middlestat. Here he comes in the slot. Casey Middlestat, one-timer shot, score! And there's a sea of black jersey, so I'm trying to see who that was. But a beautiful feed to Jeff Skinner for the one-timer. Skinner, chicken dinner. 1-0. Let's update the score here and give Cortana some goal treats. Casey Middlestat, wow. What a setup. Drew a couple defenders. Taking a look at this highlight here. And yeah, Varlamov has absolutely no chance at that one. He's been battling his butt off so far in this contest. Ruin, what's going on? Ruin. Hey, thanks for taking it easy against my San Jose Sharks the other night. All right, Sabres creating some more havoc with Gergensons. And now Horvat trying to advance the puck through center ice. Oh, Gergensons ran into Martin there. Play goes on. Barzell working against a couple defenders and can't quite get that puck deep. Here's a stretch pass in the neutral zone. Pozo dumps it in, and Jost will chase as Dobson flings it to Holmstrom. Nearly gets stripped there by Greenway. And a pass that doesn't quite connect in the neutral zone. No icing, but behind the goal line. Cousins with some pressure. Now Pageau from the corner. That by Tage Thompson. Pageau. And gloved down for a second by Clifton. Jost or Greenway into the Islanders zone, but stumbling there was Thompson. As Aho or Romanov will fire it all the way into the Sabres zone. Loose puck. Lee can't quite come up with it. Cousins will come the other way. And now Thompson pulls up for the trailer. Maybe a set up. Oh, and looking for Cousins there. But couldn't quite get the pass off. And now Power from his point. Got Yoki Haru around the net. Back for Power. And now Thompson. Power top of the zone. And a shot from Yoki Haru. And, oh, man, that was a cannon, but that went a little bit wide of Varlamov. And gets cleared with now just 1:20 left here in the second period. Man, this one has flown by, hasn't it? Peterka gets around the defender. JJ Peterka trying to get it off of maybe Varlamov's shoulder. Or over the shoulder. Dumped down by the Islanders. Power battling against Palmieri. Now has to try to get it free from Nelson. Worked out to the point. Pellick. Dobson now. A shot off of Skinner in the corner. Fed over to Barzell or Nelson. A shot. Some shot. Oh, there's going there. Skinner able to chip it out. Met with a hit there from Pellick. And now maybe a chance for Middleset. He skates in. Casey Middleset. And he couldn't quite get off the shot. Didn't quite draw the penalty, but a shot and a score! Is that Samuelson or Gergensons? Looks to be Samuelson's goal. And that's kind of a killer there with 36 seconds left in the second period. The Sabres extending their lead to 2-0. 29 shots on goal to 14. I thought it was even worse at that point. How's Cortana? Hey, she's doing really well. You know, she, you might recall she had torn her ACL around this time last year and had surgery in January. She had a sprain earlier, like about 2 months ago, but now she's back. We hiked like 9 miles just a couple days ago. Yeah, she's doing really well. I mean, she's almost 10 years old too. So for her to have, that that spry, she has her moxie to her. That age, that's great. All right, Buffalo finally getting the basket a couple times, and from a tie up there at center ice, the face off. If you're the Islanders, you got to hope for. If you're not getting zone time, just oh boy, big hit by Martin on Gergensons. They just want to finish this period strong. But the Sabres are taking the body a little bit here. The fans are loving it, pounding on the glass. Actually, a delayed penalty coming up against the Islanders, and they touch up Cizikas with 4 seconds left. And Clutterbuck going at it with Krebs, and they hug. Exchanging pleasantries, and Gergensons and Martin tie up a little bit. Refs trying to break up this scrum here with Clutterbuck. And yeah, these two teams are getting a little chippy here at the end of the second period. Who doesn't love that? And Clutterbuck saying something to Krebs before being escorted over to the penalty box, or he'll go straight to the locker room. And so Zizekas, yeah, he's going to get called. A tripping penalty has been assessed to Zizekas. And no other calls, though. So probably one more face-off before we head into second intermission. Ref's still trying to get everybody situated here for this final drop of the puck. All right, Cousins to stand in against Quebec. Won by the Sabres, but it actually trickles out of the zone. And the Sabres will have nearly a full power play to work with when we come back for the third. But they strike twice on goals from Skinner and I believe Samuelson. And they skate into the locker room with that 2-0 lead. They're just 20 minutes away from a much needed victory. And the Islanders here, yeah, I think that the wind had been kind of sucked out of their sails through the course of the first 35 minutes or so before the Sabres actually struck. Of course, they're coming off the back-to-backs. Anyway, hang tight. I'm actually going to use the restroom here because I hydrate quite a bit on these streams. And so that means I have to drain the sea monster every once in a while. So hang tight. I'll have Cortana hanging out here. Just keep a good eye on her, and I'll be right back, everybody. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, I mean, this thing got a little chippy, didn't it? Skinner has a goal and an assist. The Sharks are already losing. Can I rate all NHL teams? I mean, I've made a video of this in the past, and just I think just too many people got bent out of shape with it. But honestly, it's like I have, my favorite team. I have like 3 or 4 teams that I follow pretty frequently. Then I have a few teams that I like. Then I have a bunch of teams that I can find reasons to like support them in the postseason, but like I don't actively cheer for them. And then I have like like 2 or 3 teams that I don't like, and those are just mostly my division rivals. That's pretty much about it, though. And that honestly changes every year too, because when I'm producing content, especially during the playoffs, like I start kind of finding teams that I like to watch that I typically don't really cheer for as much. So then I might kind of support them for a year or two, and then that goes away, and then I start finding myself like cheering for the Coyotes, or I'll cheer for the Panthers, or I'll cheer for the um the Flyers or something like that. Actually, you know what? Maybe strike that last one from the record, I guess. But yeah, the Sharks are already down. All right, let's take a look at the updated scores. How about that? We'll pull up the old screen here. There we go. Perfect. Molto bene. All right. So we've got some games already final, of course. Red Wings go to 4-1 on the season with a 5-2 victory over the Ottawa Senators. Ottawa's had a good start to this year too. It's nice to see Josh Norris back there. The Phoenix Coyotes, or excuse me, the Arizona Coyotes. I was really taking it back there. You love the period. Well, yeah, I mean the fight, right? And that's a great way to end things. But yeah, they have to keep it up, right? But yeah, the Coyotes, man, they go to 3-2 on the year. They've been a tough out, even in games they've lost. They've been defensive struggles, like in a good way, playing good deep, hard to score against. But yeah, the Ducks just getting one goal there from Frank Vetrano. Of course, we have a game going on right now. Meanwhile, the Canucks extend their lead. They're 3-1 over the Florida Panthers. Matter of fact, let's look at who scored in that. So Quinn Hughes with his first of the year. Carson Soucy, the new Canuck. Congratulations to him. And then Elias Pettersson with his second of the year. He already has 8 assists, as you can see up here. So he's off to quite a good game. I can't track the puck correctly. All right. Well, I actually have a video that talks about like watching the body language of players out there, because then that way if you watch the way that players are moving, then you can have better see where the puck is. So actually this is something for you. I don't know how helpful this will be, but it's got a lot of views, so I hope that maybe this will be useful to you. It's a video I made about a year ago. So I'll tag you here if you want to take a look at tips. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, the end of 2 just about the, Canucks with a 3-1 lead over the Florida Panthers. Sorry, just updating things here on my side. Then we have, a 2-0 lead by the Canadiens over the Capitals, as, the Capitals just do not look particularly sharp. Goals from Monahan, his second, Brendan Gallagher, as they come away with a regulation victory, perhaps. We got the, Lightning over the Maple Leafs. A good Atlantic Division showdown. 2 goals by Nikita Kucherov, his 5th and 6th of the year already. And of course, those both have come on the power play, as this Lightning team is just scoring at will with the man advantage. A lone goal for the Maple Leafs to open things up off the stick of Willie Nylander, his 4th of the year. And the Leafs have the edge in shots, but despite 17 on goal from the Lightning, they've struck it 3 times. We got ourselves a tie in Chicago between Connor Bedard and the Blackhawks versus William Karlsson's Golden Knights. Both of those players scoring. So Bedard, I believe that's his second of the year, if I'm correct, right? Second of the year for Connor Bedard, and the second of the year for William Karlsson. Kind of an underrated playoffs for him. I thought he was excellent. That's about as good as I've seen him since a crazy year where he had like 43 goals. We have a showdown here between the Stars and the Flyers. The Flyers off to a good start this year with a 3-1 record. Goals so far, the first of the year for Wyatt Johnston after a promising rookie campaign. Go Knights tonight. I can't get on board with that. The Panthers suck. Well, they looked pretty good defensively in the last game. Tyler Seguin with his first of the year for the Stars. And then on the Philly side of things, to get out of the hole, it was Joel Farabee with his third of the year. Bobby Brink is making a little bit of an impact in his rookie season. A good season with Lehigh Valley, kind of flying in under the radar. Pun not intended there. And Travis Konechny already with 4 goals on the season. And we'll see if he's upping his trade value very much, as he's one player who's been who's been speculated could be dealt by Philly in addition to Carter Hart. Speaking of which, how is Carter Hart playing in this game? Because he's had a really good start to the season, but he did last year as well. Remember what happened after that. But yeah, it's actually Urson. Oh, Hart might be injured. Really? Not sure what's going on here with the Flyers goaltending situation. Not like we ever really know what's going on with their goaltenders. No offense. Yeah, the Panthers' offense has been a bit of a disappointment so far. The Blue Jackets right now have a 1-0 lead on the Minnesota Wild on a goal from Justin Danforth. That was his third. Wow, Danforth already has 3 goals for Columbus. I'd hardly even heard of the guy going into this year. And out in Nashville, the Predators have a 1-0 lead on the Sharks on a goal from someone I have never heard from or heard of. This is Samuel. I don't even want to try pronouncing his last name considering it's Swedish, so I probably don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, he's a 23-year-old from Göteborg, where Eric Carlson's from, or Gothenburg. And yeah, the Predators, doesn't matter who you insert into the lineup, they find a way to make an impact. See if the Sharks can get on the board here, as they've been offensively very, very challenged this year. That's my favorite team. I love them dearly, but damn. Keep this up, Sharks. I mean, you can just pencil us in for Macklin celebrating. You were watching the Predators, and the Sharks aren't playing that bad. Man, yeah, the last game, it started off very ugly. They fought hard, but yeah, they need Couture back. They don't have any chance of getting some offense generated. Then we have a 1-1 contest between 2 teams from the 1967 experience. The Pittsburgh Penguins are tied with the St. Louis Blues, 1 apiece. Already the 4th goal of the season for Yevgeny Malkin, and the first of the season for Brandon Saad. We have plenty of other games happening or dropping the puck later this evening. The Hurricanes, man, they got to bounce back after getting kind of stomped there in the 3rd period by the Kraken. It was a 7-4 game. And put that website in the chat. Oh, this is just NHL.com. Unless there was something else I referred to earlier, let me know. But yeah, the Hurricanes need a victory. They got to go into Denver though and face an Avalanche team that kind of like the Golden Knights seem to be just wrecking everybody in their path as they start the season 4-0. Then we have a great Western Canadian province battle between the Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets. Both teams are 1-3. That's pretty nutty. That's not very good. With the Oilers, it's kind of inexplicable to be honest that they're already in the hole. I know it's early on, but still, they've looked just out of sorts. I know that their depth took a bit of a hit in the offseason. The Rangers battled the Seattle Kraken coming off their first victory of the season. The Rangers lost to the Predators most recently, I want to say. And so they'll be looking to rebound here starting the season 2-2. And this should be a good one. The Bruins at 3-0, coming off a victory against the Sharks, battle the Los Angeles Kings, a team that could They can score up and down the lineup for the most part. So plenty of action happening in the NHL tonight. Only two teams are off. I can't even. Can you guys name which teams are off? I know that the Devils are one of them. The Flames are the other because both teams played last night. That's right. Well, at some point this year, we'll actually have a full slate of 16 games. Tomorrow we only have two games. It's an NFL day. The Flames, oh boy, they're going to be taking on the Detroit Red Wings, who are, of course, coming off another convincing victory. The Red Wings, I think, so far this year have scored like God. They're look at this Red Wings offense. I gotta take a look at some of their games here because they're kind of an offensive wagon at this point. So far, the Red Wings. Look at these games. Right, the first game of the season was. Why can't I rewind all the way back? Oh, it was Red Wings. Seems like they're averaging about 5 goals a game. Their first game was a loss against the Devils, I want to say, but since then, 6-4 over the Lightning, 4-0 over the Jackets, 6-3 over the Penguins, 5-2 over the Sens. I mean, that's how many goals is that, right? That's 7, 11, 17, 22. So 22 goals in their first 5 games. Pretty strong. That's 4.4 a game, more or less. I'm trying to choose between Carolina and the Avalanche. Go for your favorite team? Well, I mean, those are two great teams. The Avalanche are probably more exciting, but the Hurricanes are my favorite team in the East. Yeah, so we have Flames, and Wings, and then we have Ducks and Bruins. So the Bruins will be a little fatigued considering they're playing the Kings tonight. But the Ducks, even though they're 1-3, they've been a little bit more challenging than the record would let on. They fell to the Coyotes today by a score of 2-1. Updated standings here. Now, I like to look at points percentage personally. I think that's a little bit more relevant than total points because the Bruins right now are 3-0, but the Red Wings are 4-1, having played two more games up until this point. But they'll. Oh yeah, the Red Wings play tomorrow too. Senators fall to 3-2. The Lightning right now looking good against Toronto. Toronto could actually fall below 500 here. And Buffalo bringing up the rear. They and the Canadiens are winning right now. What teams haven't lost a game yet? It's the Bruins, it's the Golden Knights, and the Avalanche. So 3 of the 4 division winners from last year. They've all beaten my Sharks already. The Sharks started their season against all 4 division winners. The Hurricanes being another one. But I said this earlier in the stream. I've been disappointed with the Hurricanes so far. They've scored goals, but the defense is all out of sorts, which is weird because I think going into this year they had the best group of defensemen in the NHL. Flyers have been a surprise so far, but right now they're locked in a 2-2 tie against the Dallas Stars. And yeah, the Avalanche on top of the Central. But look at the Coyotes. Yeah, 3-2, looking sharp so far. And the Knights looking. Somebody had posted that in their last like 60 games or 62 games, the Knights have like I might include the playoffs. They have a record of like 47 wins, 7 losses, and 8 overtime losses. Something just absurd, honestly. So yeah, that's a look at how things are shaping up in the NHL so far. And any other updates to scores? Yeah, that looks all pretty much the same right now. Come on, Sharks. I mean, when we lose, it's good for us because it only improves our chances of having the worst record overall and getting to select first in the draft. But I do want to see my team pull out a couple wins now and then. That'd be nice. Anyway, that will bring us probably to the end of that segment here as the third period probably start in the next couple of minutes here. Let's take a look at the team stats through this contest so far. So Islanders and Sabres. Yeah, so shots on goal. I'm almost surprised the Islanders have 16 on goal after that last period, but there they are. And the Sabres have a total of 31, and they manufactured some great chances as that period had progressed. Face-offs, I mean, that has something to do with it as well, right, guys? 70% for the Sabres, to 30% for the Islanders. The Islanders have laid 28 hits to 11 for Buffalo. I guess that they have been a little more physical, although I don't think it's by that big of a margin. And it's not like the Islanders are having a hard time taking care of the puck. They only have one giveaway in this game. More Islanders games in the future. Make the playoffs, and I can make that happen a little bit more frequently. But yeah, I think that faceoffs are big, and the Sabres have had a very strong cycle game, and they have stripped the Islanders of the puck a few times in the neutral zone and even in their own in the Islanders zone, but those aren't recorded as giveaways apparently. Uh, yeah, that second period looked even more dominant for Buffalo. Varlamov's doing his absolute best though. All right, looks like we're gonna get back to the action in just a moment, so I'm gonna remove my computer screen. Oh, they're playing blind by Corn to start the third period. The first real hit for Corn in 1994. Cortana, Cortana. All right. Um, we get underway here with the third period, and this is around the Sabres net. All right. Now they work this into the Islanders zone out to the point for Dahlin, shot and a little bit wide. Varlamov, that post looked open for Buffalo there. Horvat, and he's actually offside. Cousins kind of ran into him there at the whistle. I think I saw a question from Cheyenne about how do I determine what games I'm going to stream. Well, I figure that like ideally. Oh, whoa, Axiom! Whoa, dropping a 10. Hello. Can we show some love here for Axiom? Oh, and Cheyenne, I will get to your question. I just want to acknowledge the superhero. You can watch because you're at the game. Up finalists, yeah, yeah. You got a little bit of a hangover from that, especially with such a magical run. You are the 2021 Canadians. Oh God, that's bold. I don't want to see that. I hope you haven't had one too many beers. That's I looked at the roster. I mean, the Canadiens, they had a bad season that year that they went to the cup. Like the regular season was largely bad. They just got off to a great start. But now, guys, I actually predicted in 2021 before that season started. I said that the Habs would make the final before that season started at all, and I was right because I looked at that roster at the time with Price and with some size on defense and a scoring by committee. I said the Canadiens are built to be a successful playoff team, and there they were that year. I don't think I didn't say that they would make the playoffs the next year, but with Florida, I just can't. I couldn't not pick them to make the postseason. I had them finishing third in the Atlantic. But yeah, thank you so much, Axiom. Let's show some love for Axiom in the chat here. I appreciate the support there. All right, and also Cheyenne said, yeah, how do I determine which game I'll stream? So yeah, I'm trying to kind of get a stream going for just about every team, right? So especially early on, it's easy to pick two teams that we haven't been live for. In this case, Ethan, we have a couple of Ethans who are Islanders fans, and I think Ethan Altamare, I said, "Hey, could you stream an Islanders game?" And I said, "All right, let's look at the schedule." And I personally have been excited to watch the Sabres this year. So there you go. So I picked this game. So there's no real method to the madness, but I've got another one lined up for November 4th. But before then, we'll do one or two more streams. The more people show up, the more likely I'll do live streams, right? So yeah, make sure that you're notified here. And who knows, maybe I could work on your favorite work on getting a stream for on the schedule for your favorite team. But yeah, if there's a great matchup that I see ahead in the schedule, I'll pick that perhaps. I also like to see if anybody on YouTube is doing the same game that I plan to do. So like if John from Off the Wall Hockey is going to do Rangers versus Devils, then I probably won't do that game. I'll choose a game maybe in a different time slot because then everybody gets the best of both worlds, right? So there you go. My long-winded answer. All right. So the Sabres once again trying to cycle around the Islanders net. Nelson and a nearly stripped there by Jost and cleared out by the Islanders. Having a little bit of trouble here at center ice. A loose puck coughed up to Kyle Okposo. Favorite team is the Predators. Yeah, exactly. So, Darlene, a chance at the net. Into the crease and a score. And wide open was Dylan Cousins. With the game that he's had, you would think that he was due for one. And the workhorse from Whitehorse extends the Sabres lead to 3-0. Give Cortana some gold treats here as I update my score banner. Yeah, Cousins has been all over it tonight, and that's a contract that is going to pay him quite well. But extending him before he hits his prime, that's a great financial move by Kevin Adams. He's done a great job with this group. Keeping people happy and signing players to reasonable deals. So, yeah. All right, there you go, girl. 3-0 Buffalo. Oh wait, no power play though. They didn't score on that power play, so I'll wipe that from the board. We're willing to wipe the slate clean, Mr. Anderson. All right, so once again behind the Islanders net, Dobson trying to poke it, and into the neutral zone for Lee, working against Eric Johnson. They collide behind the net. Pajot in support, and Cousins gets tripped up. No call. Thompson picking up the mess here. Oh, and Power got a assist as well. Or you're just saying he's had a really good game. Now Horvat. He's neutral zone, stripped by Olofsson. And regrouping are the Islanders. Now ahead for Krebs, trying to poke it free from Aho behind the net. Barzell picks it up, moves it ahead. Holmstrom, a good back check there. Couldn't see who did that in black, but Power. And a chance maybe. Oh, I thought they had somebody wide open at the seam there. I thought that could have been a one-timer. But Yoki Hargi's going to regroup here. Second of the season from Dylan Cousins, by the way. From Whitehorse, what is that? Yukon? Yeah, I think so. I always get that and Yellowknife mixed up, but I think that's in Yukon. All right. Dumped down by Krebs, but gloved down by Martin. In the neutral zone, Islanders trying to get the puck deep, but intercepted there by Clifton, knocked down nicely. Contested puck in the neutral zone. Cizikas trying to work it ahead into the corner of the Sabres zone. And now Clifton backhanding it up the wall. Tuck barely able to get that clear, but turned over to Cizikas. Tuck will regain the puck here. And a couple of sloppy turnovers here in the neutral zone. Engvall, he's been kind of quiet tonight. Pierre Engvall, at least offensively. Now Middlestat gives that up to Engvall. And a chance at one-timer, and that gets blocked off the stick of Palmieri. Pellick. And now Eric Johnson with time. EJ, as he was called in Colorado. Sabres changing up with 5:20 gone by here in the third period. Palmieri, stripped as he enters the Buffalo zone. Pellick almost there to keep the possession alive. Now Palmieri from the neutral zone. Turned over to Okposo, but back to Nelson. Behind his net, there's Comrie working the shutout so far. Knock on wood. Now Okposo takes a hit there from, why am I drawing a blank on his name? But anyway, play rules on. That might have been Clutterbuck. Now from the point at the Islanders' end here, Jost working against Romanov. And a chance maybe at the point. Here's Samuelson looking for the one-timer for Darlene down low. And Darlene will take it back to the point. Funnels it to the other side. Looking for Jost. And he goes down. And maybe a chance in front of the net. And a nice block there from Pollock. In the corner, the Islanders having a little difficulty trying to get this puck out. And skating it out there is Pajot. Oh, Colleen laid a big hit in the neutral zone. I actually couldn't catch that because of where the puck was going, but the Sabres changing up here, and Pellick firing it around Comrie's net here. And now Thompson to initiate the clear. Dobson almost gets a big hit there on Greenway. Thompson in the corner, dug out by Dobson. And now Barzell enters the Buffalo zone, pulls up, waits for his troops to arrive, and stripped there by Greenway. And Thompson maybe getting something going the other way. It's kind of held up there by Barzell. Some of the fans might have wanted to call. Thompson had a chance and denied by the pad of Varlamov. Another chance by Greenway. Varlamov got a piece of that too. And the Islanders are gassed after this shift. Barzell's just going to flip this down the ice a little bit, but actually puts it into the crowd. But since that was in the neutral zone, there won't be a call. Your friends got a great view, huh? God, who's even going to start that game? Is it going to be Kochetkov or Ronta? Because the Hurricanes, they always have a goaltender injured. They can't ever have both goaltenders healthy. Anyway, we go to a commercial break here. Again, 3-0 off the goal from Dylan Cousins. And thanks again, Axiom, for that super. And doing that from the game, too. That's some multitasking for you. Oh, man, I cannot wait for this. For after the game, I've got something going in the slow cooker, so stomach's growling. Really haven't eaten much today. But Cortana, if I'm not going to eat right now, at least you will, because we'll give you another treat. We have lots of treats here. I didn't even give out gold treats for the super chat from Axiom, so we'll give out a couple of treats in appreciation there. There we go. Good girl. Oh boy. All right. Any other scores to update you on? The Stars have regained the lead over the Philadelphia Flyers. That's now 3-2 Stars. Second goal of the year, unassisted, scored by Rope Hintz, the leading scorer of the playoffs last year. Early in the second period, the Nashville Predators have a 3-0 lead on my San Jose Sharks. Great guys. Thomas Novak, his third of the year, and Kiefer Sherwood getting his first of the year. Those goals coming in a span of just 12 seconds early in period number 2. They have 3 goals on just 11 shots the Preds do. Feel sorry for us. Yeah, I know it's pretty pathetic watching them out there, but you know what? Hey, this is the middle of the abyss, or the middle of the dark tunnel for the Sharks. Last 5 years have been bad. This is the worst of it. Next year will be not great, but it's going to look a little bit better, and then after that, it'll look better. Not great, but better. And then after that, maybe maybe we have a winning product on the ice. But man, yeah, it's just getting ugly for this team. All right, a chance there for Martin. Had saved by Comrie. Maybe another chance. A shot goes wide of the net and rims out of the zone with 12 minutes left here in the period. Aho trying to shake free of Paterka. Good back check from Tuck. We can regain the zone with Middlestat. And now Nelson, a soft backhander. Ahead for Engvall. And maybe a chance in the slot. That pass just went a little bit in front of Nelson. Otherwise, that would have been a good chance. Tuck, the counter. Chance in front for Skinner. He shoots, and he couldn't quite get a good stick on that. Still alive for the Sabres, with Middlestat working it around the net for Alex Tuck. Sends it up for Yuki Haru. A chance at the faceoff circle, a bar down shot, but did that go in? We'll have to see that reviewed. A chance of one-timer, and Varlamov gets a piece of it off of Yoki Haru. Bullock intercepts a pass. But I guess that's probably going to be a post or a crossbar. He's still looking for his first point of the year, Krebs is. Yep, Cheyenne. The night is darkest before the dawn, right? Uh, oh, is there a way I can put the time screen? No, I don't do that. I can't figure out a way to actually get that to update real time. However, what I'll sometimes do, especially for the playoffs, is like I'll put a little indicator on my banner here, so it will say like it's roughly the middle of the period. So when we get to like the 5 minute mark, then I'll change it to late. But yeah, I just it would be pretty inefficient for me to like have to manually do that for every time there's a whistle. So we're just waiting for the puck to drop here. I just needed to refresh my screen to see if the Preds scored again. The Blues got 2 goals very quickly though. Jake Neighbors, his first of the year, and then just not even a minute and a half later, or roughly then, it's Colton Parayko with his first of the season. So Blues with a 3-1 lead over the Penguins. All right, so what can the Islanders do with 10 and a half left? And they get some zone time. That's the thing. They haven't had consistent zone time. All right, Greenway. Needs the neutral zone for Cousins. A drop pass for Thompson with the silky hands. He gets something toward the net, and the puck's almost on the goal line, still alive. And Thompson is denied, and he slams his stick on the ice in frustration. He breaks his stick over his leg. Wow. And he was not happy after that. But yeah, I mean, Thompson just driving toward the net. Varlamov was down. His butt was behind the goal line. And yet Thompson could not find a way to stuff it home to make it 4-0. Yeah, actually, I thought that maybe Varlamov had gotten a piece of that. Thompson somehow flung the puck up like toward the roof. I don't know how he does that. And just the refs confirming that the call on the ice was no goal in the first place. The puck never had crossed the line. Yeah, Penguins having a little bit of difficulty so far this young season. They're rocking 4 non-blondes over the speakers. Some of the fans seem to be getting into it. And that's a throwback, isn't it? Come on, we know '90s alt rock was amazing, unparalleled. Oh, Cortana's not very happy that the Islanders have just completely laid an egg in the second of back to backs here. 40 to 20 shots on goal. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me too much. I'm just surprised the Islanders have 20. I would think they'd have like 14. Good goal. It's not over yet, baby girl. I don't know why it's taking so long for the puck to drop. By the way, the Panthers closed the gap to 3-2 over the they're trailing the Vancouver Canucks. Sam Reinhart already his fifth of the year for Florida. He is in a contract season, and meanwhile, the Blue Jackets have extended their lead over the Wild to 2-0 on a goal from Kent Johnson. That's his first of the season. I remember he was scratched not too long ago. The talented University of Michigan product, excuse me, just hadn't gotten on the same wavelength as his coach, I guess. The refs are actually reviewing that play just to make sure that the puck had never crossed the line. So we wait with bated breath. And Cortana, she's seen enough. Hey, Cortana, where's your toy? Can I see your toy? Yeah, you got it. Can I see? No? Where's your toy? Your toy? Right here? All right, refs are coming out here, and we'll get the official wording. No goal. That would surprise me if they found any grounds to overturn it. All right, 10-12 left here in regulation. And a face-off here between Okposo and Paggio in the Islanders zone. Controlled at the point. A shot from Johnson. It's blocked out in front by Romanov and cleared ahead for Lee. And a good back check there from Tyson Jost. Okposo, tested puck. Paggio chipping it into the neutral zone. Still batting away at it. And now all the way down from Comrie to field. Sent up ice by or to Okposo, but turned over. And now back into the possession of the Sabres with Okposo. The wing at center ice. And a shot. Rims around and gets out of the zone. Makar has 4 points. I guess the Avs have played, what, 4 games? Yeah. It's pretty par for the course. Thompson at the dot, a shot off the stick of Pellick, and that deflects out of play with 9:15 remaining now. Are we going to a commercial break? Yeah, we're going to our second commercial break with 9:15 left in regulation. Like that? Oh, please. Yes, keep going. Good girl. We'll see if the Panthers can rally from the 3-1 deficit, now 3-2. I think all the other scores are the same right now, though. No changes since we were talking about these at second intermission. Still 3-1, Lightning over the Leafs. 2 power play goals for Nikita Kucherov. Cortana, that's rather uncouth to be doing on screen, girl. Canadiens holding on to a 2-0 lead over the Capitals. But they'll be, oh, wow, they got a 5-on-3 power play, too. Stars over the Flyers, about halfway through that contest, 3-2 Dallas. The Wild actually just got 2 quick goals of their own to tie things up against the Blue Jackets. Goals from somebody I've never heard of before, I don't think. That being Dakota Mermis. Merman? Well, Dakota Mermis, his first of the season, maybe his first ever NHL goal. And the wily vet Matt Zuccarello, his first of the season unassisted. Those goals coming within 52 seconds of each other, as we have an even contest between Wild and the Blue Jackets in the battle of the 2000 expansion. Elsewhere, still 3-1 Blues over the Penguins, 3-0 Predators over my San Jose Sharks, and getting underway in Mile High City, the Avalanche and Hurricanes are scoreless. Be a great game over there. The Hurricanes, I think, need to get that victory, but the Avs see what the Knights are doing, and they want to match them step for step. Speaking of which, the Knights tied up with the Blackhawks at 1 apiece. Yes, that's still a scoreless game. Not quite halfway through that contest. All right. A little bit over 9 to play here. Zizekas. And he loses this draw. Eric Johnson around the net. And a good strip there by Zizekas off of Thompson. Picked up by Greenway. Cycled for Thompson. Takes a shove from Dobson. And at the point, Clifton. Around the net, it bobbles. A battle in the corner. As Pellick trying to send it along for Martin. And the Islanders come the other way. Into the Sabres zone. Zizekas a chance. He shoots. And a glove save by Comrie at the edge of his crease with 8:42 left in regulation. Ooh. Yeah. Hey guys, if you want to win a Sabres goat head jersey, go to sabres.com/enter. That's at least what yeah, they're giving one away. I don't think you have to live in Buffalo in New York Yeah, if you want to win a jersey, there's a URL for you. Face off controlled by Buffalo. And to the top of the zone for Tuck, he steers it out. And now Tuck into the Islander zone. Battling against Romanov, he gets around the net. Alex Tuck, Big Al sends it out to the point for Yoki Haru. Behind the net. And now Romanov. Once again against Tuck. Skinner. And his pass gets through the stick of his teammate. A puck pops up and rolls its way out of the zone. As Palmieri comes to say hello to Casey Middlestead. And the Islanders dump it down. Now here's Engvall. And a shot that went wide of Comrie. Middlestead. Tie up around the boards and now finally moved down the ice to the Islanders goal line for Aho. Aho, a touch pass in the neutral zone and up ice for Mo Horvat. At the goal line, battling against Samuelson. Good support from Krebs. Now the Sabres will skate this out. Olofsson around Varlamov. Touched for Polduke. Horvat gets stripped by Olofsson for a moment there. Cleared into the neutral zone, and now Dahlin. And the Sabres will regain the zone here with Krebs a shot. And that goes high. Finds its way all the way out in the neutral zone. Sorry, I'm not getting a whole lot to react to at this moment. Doing what I can here as I kind of running on fumes here. 2 hours and 20 minutes into the stream. And Comrie's going to actually cover up a loose puck here with 6:47 remaining in regulation. Time seems to be running out a little bit for the Islanders. Let's see here. Any other score updates? Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Yeah. The Golden Knights take a 2-1 lead over the Blackhawks on a goal from. Oh no, it hasn't updated, so it just happened. So 2-1 Knights over the Blackhawks. Alec Pozo sends it behind Varlamov. And skating out of his zone is Pellick. Excuse me. A shot from Pageau and an easy save there by Comrie. Comrie still working with the donut here. Good girl, Cortana. I know you're not you're not happy at the outcome here. All right, face off in the Sabres zone. Controlled by the Sabres. Power with all kinds of time. And now it's just a matter of the Sabres getting the puck deep to kind of chew up some time here. Alec and Alex Tuck is not letting him get much further as the Islanders can finally move this puck into the neutral zone with Pellick. A dump pass all the way down for Engvall. Picked up by Nelson. Over to the point, but a good read by Greenway, I believe. Now puck into the Islanders corner. Around the net. Dobson's there. Touch pass over to Engvall. And off with the stick of Thompson. So the Islanders will have to try yet again as the Sabres are making it hard to come out of their zone. Dumped down by Cizikas. He's the first one there, battling against Samuelson behind the net. It's 3-0. Why do you bother watching the Sharks? Excuse me. Just eyes on the prize, man. Slacking for Macklin. Cousins working against a couple defenders. And the Islanders can now regroup with, as we wind down to 5 minutes left in this game. 5 minutes. So I guess I can update my banner to say that we're late in the period at this point. Islanders once again regrouping with Martin and Dobson at center ice and now dumped into the Sabres zone. Johnson from behind his net with some time here. And now played over to Jost, or excuse me, Paterka. Passing to the slot, a backhander saved by Varlamov. Still alive, but corralled by Barzell. Matthew Barzell splits a couple defenders and works it over to Bolduc to dump it in. Nobody's down there, though. I assume the Islanders are getting a change. And now it's Paterka. Back the other way. In the corner, takes a ride from Martin. From, Anders Lee. Bolduc there to support as well, but good job by Jost to kind of just chew away at the clock here. And now back the other way comes Horvat. Maybe he has some numbers here. Nice back check from Okposo. And now Paterka. Coming the other way, he shoots, and a glove save from Varlamov. He'll hold on to this with 3:43 left. You're watching SJ Earthquakes. Oh, wait. Oh, winning, they're in. Oh, good. Go Quakes. Do more in the future? Well, I'll do more. I just don't know when the Islanders will be that team again. Because I gotta cover just about everybody. Anyway, final commercial break of this contest, and thank you guys for hanging out with us. Whether you just popped in to say hello or have been hanging out with us for the past couple hours, we'll be doing this again pretty soon. I don't know what the next game will be, but I'll put something on the calendar soon enough. Better playoff run last year, the Panthers or Montreal? But I gotta say the Panthers though, just because they took out the Bruins in the first round. The record-setting Bruins, and I mean they swept the Hurricanes. Which, if you replay that series, you have at least a 2-2 series going into Game 5. But for them to do that was something else. And I mean, they made it in as a wild card themselves. So I got to give it to the Panthers. The Canadiens did this when there weren't any fans in the arena, or at least for some of that playoff run. But for them to battle back down 3-1 in their series is certainly impressive as well. Yeah, let's see here. Are the Cats still down 3-2, or has there been an update in that one? Let's take a look. The Blackhawks, by the way, have tied things up against the Golden Knights. Good job there. Jonathan Marchessault had the go-ahead goal, and then it was equalized a minute and 20 seconds later by Reese Johnson, his first of the season, as the Hawks knot things up at 2. Capitals get a goal here in the third period, 7 minutes left. Dylan Strome, his first of the season. And the Panthers did equalize against the Canucks on a goal from Sam Reinhart yet again. 2 goals in the third period for Sam, the former Sabre. Great player. He doesn't just do it offensively. All right. Pollock. This guy's a backhander toward the net. Lee trying to send it into the slot there. And now from the high slot, a chance that goes wide of the net. Why am I blanking on somebody here for the Islanders? Who is that? Huh. Anyway. All right. Under 3 to play. Engvall at center ice with speed. Takes it in deep. Sends it out to the point. Dobson, a shot, and that goes out of play. 2:44 left. All right, Ethan, you got to pop out. All right. Thanks for joining us here, and we'll see you for another one real soon. As the organist is playing Still Dre from Dr. Dre. A tip of the cap. Tip of the cap to you, my friend. Representing all the gangsters all across the world. In them corners and them lolos, girl. All right, so Islanders having to regroup here with Pelech. from his own zone. Oh God, Tuck almost was able to strip that, and then he would have had a clear break of the net. But here's Tuck. Oh, almost stripped it away from Engvall in the neutral zone. And the Islanders, the Sabres, last several minutes have just been a nightmare to get through the neutral zone against. In the corner, Cousins, one of the goals, nice no-look backhand pass. And now we reach the 2-minute mark. And the fans are getting a little bit louder here at KeyBank Arena. KeyBank Arena. I thought it was KeyBank Arena. I don't know. Apologies. I'll just call it the bank. Speaking of bank, when is Kevin LeBanc going to get waived or traded? I actually had a fairly good game. Oh, the Canucks. Oh, the Canucks strike back. It just happened because I don't know who scored, but that puts them ahead 4-3 with under 5 to play in the third period. Yeah, Canucks are up 4-3 over the Panthers. All right, face-off controlled by the Islanders. Romanov into the Sabres zone, but the Isles are offside here. One of our friends of the channel, Kim, aka Isles Girl 3, is actually at this game. So she made the trip from Long Island, I believe. KeyBank Center. Ah, thank you. All right. Sabres trying to get the clear here. Good check by Pollock. Corner looking in the slot there for Cizikas. Good break up there by Johnson. A chance at the side there for Cizikas. That gets denied. Well, actually, that didn't quite get on net. Goes down the length of the ice, and we'll get a face-off in the Buffalo zone with 1:23 left. And let's see here. Do we get a update here with the Canucks game? That fourth goal scored by Andrei Kuzmenko, his second of the year. Not assisted by Elias Pettersson. That's a rarity. Assisted by Phil Di Giuseppe and Colin Miller. And oh my god, that's actually going to be an Islanders goal. I had my had a different tab open right there, but the Isles, they get on the board here with 1:21 left off the faceoff. So Cortana, you get a goal treat. Actually, get 2 goal treats. Get some apples. Here you go, kiddo. And that will be credited to Dobson, but it was blocked by Dylan Cousins and redirected. Actually, no. That went off the arm, maybe of Clifton, and found the top corner. So the Islanders, you get on the board, and I've seen crazier things, like the Ducks come back against the Oilers in the 2017 second round. But they still have their work cut out for them, to say the least. All right, Trevor. Hey, my condolences to your family. I hope that you're able to, of course, see this as an opportunity to reflect on just a wonderful life that you gave your dog, who was 15 years old when my mic stops working. I'm right here, but if anything, it could be a server issue with StreamYard. But anyway, our thoughts are with you. Losing a dog is losing a family member, as far as I'm concerned. Good save there by Comrie off a one-timer. No chance. Oh, at the side was Barzell, but that gets blocked. Isles trying to threaten here. They've got the net emptied, but this could be too little too late with just 30 seconds left. They come through the neutral zone once again. And a loose puck there corralled by the Sabres, knocked down by Dobson. 15 seconds left. Now the puck trickles through the point, out of the zone. Down to 10 seconds with Okposo. Dobson. Gain the zone one more time here. Here's Anders Lee. And time runs out for the Islanders. On the second of their back-to-backs, the Sabres pump a ton of shots toward the net. Sounds like the room is empty. Well, anyway, a victory, a much needed victory for the Buffalo Sabres. As the game progresses, they do kind of cruise to a 3-1 triumph here as they go to 2-3 on the season. The Islanders falling to 2-1-1. We'll just update the. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, we'll be back with more of these streams for other teams throughout the season. And congrats to the Sabres. And I hope you guys have some more. Besser got the dagger for Vancouver. Okay, so 5-3 now with the Canucks ahead of the Panthers. Anyway, hey guys, thanks again for hopping in here. It was a pleasure chatting with you guys. And like I said, we'll be back again soon enough. I'm getting hungry. I gotta eat some slow cooker pork and cuddle Cortana. All right. So good night, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening and weekend.